Good morning, everyone. This is Shubham Kamlesh Rotlekar from first year BMS. My today's topic is marital healthcare. What exactly we'll be doing in this session is we'll be discussing about what are the precautions to be taken before marriages and after marriages, which will help us to live happy married life. So let's start here. Health after and before marriages is concerned with physical as well as healthcare. In Ayurveda, there is a shlok that is Kaya Mano Vedat Adhishthan Mapi Dvida. It means there are two places or the for recitation of disease, that is physic, that is the body, as well as the mental, that is the mind. So mind and the body is the home for a disease. So whenever we can there are a lot of examples that whenever we are in tension or our mood is not so good, it affects indirectly to our physical health too. So this both mental as well as physically we are connected to each other. So taking care of both these things, that is mental health care as well as physical health care, is very essential thing. So marriage is not just getting your dream partner forever. It also brings a lot of responsibilities to your life, which must be managed smoothly to live happily. Recently, nowadays, people just blindly marry each other without looking at the personality, looking at the behavior, looking at the mental condition of the partners. They just look at the bank balance, their looks, and they get married. And after that, there are a lot of problems that are coming in their married life. So some of these are discomfort with the new parents or joint families for bride. We'll discuss solutions for each problems also. Second problem is different thinking of bride and groom, which they get to know after marriage, resulting to quarrel between them. Third thing is planning of having child after 4 to 5 years of marriage and then facing problems in having child. All these problems causes mental stress and leads to some or the other physical issues or diseases. Obviously, when a bride marries and comes, there recently or nowadays in today's generation, there are problems with parents thing. They are not comfortable with the parent of the groom. So there are little bit quarrel in the house, which causes mental stress to both the parents as well as to the bride. And second thing is like mentally they are not comfortable with each other. Their thoughts are not being matched, so that also causes a quarrel between the bride and the groom. The solutions of these things is, during marriage it is not just the guy or the girl who are getting connected to each other, it's two families getting connected and emotionally attached. So the best thing is, like, whenever two people are getting married, they should be prepared of any circumstances. The first circumstance is like they should be prepared of the parents too, that they are not the only one who are going to live together. They will be living with the parents too, because it's obvious thing. Second thing is, these things must be kept in mind, and both the families must be respected. Parents are obviously much experienced than the new generations. They very well know the term privacy. Sometimes there is a complaint ki they need privacy, that's why they need to live separate from the parents. But obviously parents also have been gone through the same phase of their life, so they know what exactly privacy means and how to be given to the new partners. So bride should not be worried about that thing. And also the mother in law for the bride should be like how they treat their daughters, the same way they have to treat their daughter-in-law. Because many a times it happens ki whenever there is a daughter, ki mother says ki no, everything she will be doing everything after marriage, so now she should take rest. So there is a mentality of mother like this: now she should take rest and afterwards she will be working. But the same mother shouldn't expect her daughter-in-law to work everything, to do everything, to cook everything, because she is also a daughter of another parent, whose mental thoughts can also be the same ki that she will also be working after getting married. So adjustment and thinking of each other is very essential in married life, which will help us, which will help them instead to live happily without any stress. Marriage is done once, therefore the partner must be known very well. understanding and supporting each other plays a very important role to sustain the relationship, obviously. Next thing, the obvious things after marriage is the plan of having a child, and any sort of mental and physical stress will lead to ill effect to the health of the child. So therefore, the earlier points were discussed to not to have any kind of stress in married life. Utmost care has to be taken, which will decide a healthy future of the newborns. So, whatever is the condition during the conception or during the period of pregnancy, condition of mental health, mental condition as well as the physical condition will lead to some of the effect to the child too. For this reason, the the mother as well as the father should be mentally very stress free. They should be happily living a healthy life, both mentally as well as physically. For this thing to live a healthy life, there is a concept in Ayurveda which is known as garbhadhana. Garbhadhan is a unique concept of Ayurveda which deals with the diet and regimens need to be followed by the couples during planning for a child, which aims healthy life of both parents and the child. It gives the important initial thrust to the baby for achieving a healthy life. Following Garbhadhan will help us to live a healthier life. These things will be guided by the Ayurvedic physicians. So before getting conception, before planning of having a child, a couple should visit doctors, Ayurvedic physicians to to get trained about what exactly should be done, what exactly is the concept named Garbhadhan, how to follow that thing, what are the profits, what are the benefits of this particular thing. Everything will be explained over there. It is a beautiful concept which helps the couple to get a very desirable child. Prakriti of the child depends on the state of doshas at the time of fertilization, which decides the constitution of body of the child. Therefore, for getting the best desired child, the prakriti must be closer to sama prakriti, which completely depends on the mental and physical state and diet of the parents. Because of this thing, the diet as well as the regimens of the parents should be controlled, should be like in proper manner, it should be balanced in every sense. For this thing, there should be a rule given to the parents to be followed, the regimen to be followed, which will help them to have a healthier, a very good child in the future. All these things need to be done before conception, before a month before conception, because with that will help our body, the body of the parent, to become a very suitable for having a good child. The following things are included in the process of Garbhadhanam. Before conception, couple must consume snigdha dravyas like ghee every day as per directed by the physicians. Diet must be followed, which includes food that maintains the prakriti equilibrium and gives energy to both, that is, chickens, sprouted pulses, leafy veggies, milk, etc. Rasayan must be consumed by the male partner and food which helps in increasing the semen count and strength of the body. These regimens must be started 60 days approximately before conception, which will bring out best quality gametes for fertilization, resulting to healthy baby. More things that will help to be mentally stress free is the compatibility of each other. Both the couples should be compatible to each other. They must be having a feeling of understanding each other will help them to go through any of the other stress condition. For this thing, the male partner also should be like very calm, very chill, because due to some of the other hormone related issues or menstrual cycle, usually female partner is like they get more anger often as such. So at that moment, the male partner shouldn't shout, or he shouldn't have aggression towards that particular thing. It should be a thought of understanding each other, which will surely help the relations, the married life, to go to a proper directions. After childbirth, the baby must be the first priority of the couple. Therefore, utmost care has to be taken of the newborn. The child must be massaged with oil regularly up to 1 year for minimum. This will help to reduce the bath of the child increase during birth and will help the tissues to grow properly. Obviously, massage. There are many people in India, almost everyone, who does massage to their babies, but they does approximately for 6 months, but for a year or minimum for a year is necessary, so that they will be having a very strengthened type of tissues, a very proper. They will have help. It will help them to grow very properly. Anjan must be applied to the baby, prepared with good quality of ghee at home. This thing should be mentioned because whatever Anjan we buy from Anjan, in the sense the kajal which we apply on the eyes, that is the artificial one. At some extent, it causes harm to the eyes, but for this reason, the artificial one should be avoided. But Anjan, what the traditional one is, that is very essential for the eye of the baby, which can be made at home. So that kajal should be applied on the eyes, which will help in keeping the eyes of the baby very sharp. Parents must communicate positive things in front of the child. This is very important because at initial ages the child has a very high grasping power. Whatever the parents are thinking, whatever is the thinking of the parents, whatever is the behavior of the parents will be acquired by the child. For this reason, the parents should be very positive in those days of conception, after conception too. They should talk positively to each other. They should talk respectfully with the seniors, with their parents. They should be like very positively. So this will help many things for the baby too. Different shlokas must be chanted, which is very important. Parents must engage with their child, which helps to increase the bond between them. There are many examples in our generation, like the parents go to their offices and the babies are alone at home. This reduces the bond between the parents, and afterwards the same child will not entertain their parents as such. So there is a base, the root should be cleared, the root should be taken care of when the baby is child, which will help in future to get the same feeling from the child too. Oil massage must be given to mother also. This helps her to relax and gain healthy body. Nutritious food has to be eaten by mother to regain her energy. At this moment, emotional support has to be given by the male partner because it is the most required. This period is like the second birth of the mother. After the pregnancy is the second birth of the mother, where she needs someone to be with her, to stay with her, to face all her tantrums, and that must be the male partner, that is her husband, because the one she believed and came to someone else's house is the husband. So the husband should be very understanding to her wife, to his wife. Mental state, as we know, our mental condition also alters the doshas of our body, like anger causes aggravation of pitta and laziness causes aggravation of kapha, which helps ultimately affects our body. Therefore, for keeping mind in control and for becoming more self-conscious, yoga must be done. Positivity must be gained performing various rituals. There must be feeling of respect, love between the partners, resulting to a stable mind. Various premarital checkups has to be done, like the blood test, what is the quality of the semen. All these things need to be done before the conception, which will help in which will help us in living a healthier life. This is not just for the baby; it's also for the couples to live healthier. Because when your body is healthy, your mind is healthy. You feel very fresh. Vice versa, when you are fresh mentally, your body feels very strengthened. So both of things, mental and the physical, must be taken into consideration, and all these things need to be followed, which will help them to live a very happy, successful marital life. Thank you.